Okay, today I'm gonna make some luscious shrimp pasta for you all. This is super easy and really good. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so for this dish, I got some angel hair pasta. I have a red onion, some garlic, some lemon juice. I have some butter, Parmesan cheese, and the star of this show is gonna be some nice large shrimp. These are the biggest ones they had at the store. So I'm gonna peel these shrimp. I'm gonna get the angel hair pasta cooking in the water, and then I'm going to make my little sauce with the shrimp, and then I'm just going to add it to the pasta. Yummy. Hey guys, so I'm going to make some shrimp for you guys today, and the first thing you got to make sure that you do when you have shrimp is you got to devein them. Otherwise you'll be eating stuff you don't want to eat. So I just take the shell. Hopefully you guys can see this from above. I take the shell off, and then I just cut a little slit down the back and pull out the vein just like that. You do not want that in your pasta for sure. Sometimes you get lucky and they'll get you deveined shrimp, but the big ones, at least at this store, didn't come that way, so I've got to do it myself. This is probably the hardest part of the whole dish, is just getting this vein out of here. And make sure you get it all too. See, sometimes it goes all the way down the back, so make sure you get it all. Just like that. Don't worry, you can wash it. That's why I always keep the butcher paper, so I can wipe the crap off on it. And these were the biggest shrimp they had, so my experience is the bigger they are, the better they taste. Pull the tails off too, you don't need those. Don't need the feet, you don't need the tails, you don't need the shells, and you don't need the vein down the back of them. Okay, so here we go. I've got my water. I'm going to turn it on high. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of iodized sea salt. It goes over here. And the shrimp's not going to take very long to cook, so I'm going to put this. And always, you want to get this, you want it to be done at about the same time, so be sure you check to see how long it takes the pasta to cook. It's usually 8 to 10 minutes. What I'm going to do now is check my angel hair pasta. This is just angel hair pasta, right? Nothing fancy here. 4 to 6 minutes it says, so this doesn't take that long to cook. So I am going to get my butter melted. We'll start there, and then once it gets melted, I'm going to add my onions, my garlic, and if it was just me, I'd probably add some Cajun seasoning to this, but I don't know if the kids want things spicy, so I'm going to leave it off. To me, there's nothing better than a Cajun seafood creamy sauce, and I will make you guys that someday. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm in the perfect place at the beach to get good seafood. So the butter's going. I've got this on medium heat. I don't want to go too much. We're gonna have a lot of butter here, but remember, we're gonna use this also for our pasta. So I'm gonna add my garlic to that. Add my onions. Get a wooden spoon. Help this along just a little bit. I know it looks like a lot of butter, guys, but trust me. Turn this a little bit more. Oh, that's for sure. I can't put her in there. You almost got put in the video. Okay. And you know what I will add to this is some pepper. Add a little bit of pepper to this. And then I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off now because I need to make sure that the water is boiling because I want this to be done at the same time. Okay guys, so while you were gone, I switched pans because I realized I don't have enough room in there to actually put in the pasta when it's done. And this is only going to cook for 5 minutes. So first I'm going to add, this is angel hair pasta. It doesn't cook very long because it's super thin. So we're going to cook that. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to add my shrimp to this pan right here. We're going to make sure that our pasta is all under the water. It doesn't cook very well if it's not submerged. So that will be next. And remember, you don't want to overcook seafood, guys. You do not want to do that. So it doesn't take that long. This is 5 minutes is probably about as much time as we need to do this whole thing. And then once the shrimp gets some color on it, I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients in here. So a little bit of lemon juice, some wine, and we're going to save the Parmesan until the very end. I'm going to sprinkle it on top when I serve it. So and the package says 4 to 6 minutes, so this should work fine. Okay, so see my shrimp's already starting to cook. You can see they're starting to turn orange. That's a good sign. We can add our lemon juice to this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of wine to that. Don't have to worry about the alcohol, guys. The wine, all the alcohol cooks out. So I promise you, you can eat this dish and still drive and you'll be just fine. But always remember, you don't want to use wine that you wouldn't drink. I don't drink wine, but if you do, don't use cooking wine on the shelves of the store. Don't do that. That stuff's not very good. You know, we basically have everything we need in here. All I'm going to add to this is pasta. And we're done. It's super easy. If you wanted to make the sauce a little thicker, and I may do this just for fun, I'll get a little cornstarch, mix it with a little bit of water and throw it in there. Okay, so I'm just going to mix the cornstarch with the water, then I'm going to add it. Make sure you stir your pasta a couple of times when you're doing this. And you can see how that thickens that sauce up somewhat. Look at that. See how much better that looks down there? Nice and thick. And now I'm going to turn this off. We have 26 seconds left on that, so I'm going to go drain this. Turn the stove off. And then we're going to add this in there. Probably about all we need. I don't know. Let me check this out as I go here. Stir this up some. Could probably use a little bit more. So put a little bit more in there. Save the rest for another time. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese to that. So you start with the actual noodles, get those down, Add some shrimp to that.